Good morning, gang. Happy Thursday. A lot of people, not a lot, but some, give me crap on the channel all the time because why do you always talk about politics and stuff like that? Okay, fair enough. It's a prepping channel, right? Unfortunately, yes, this is a prepping channel, but do you really need me to tell you, hey guys, go buy beans and rice? Probably not. I'm assuming if you are beyond day one, you understand that concept. Okay. What I'm trying to look at here is more how we can prepare for what's coming, knowing what's coming, rather than the generic, gee, if something happens, I'm ready. No, you're not, because you don't have a clue what's coming. Okay. Think of anything you do in your life. Having a plan is going to get you a lot further than going after something willy-nilly. You don't build a house without blueprints. You know, well, gee, I'll figure it out as I go. Probably not a good idea in the prepping world. Okay. And that's why I get into the political stuff so much, because a lot of the political actions determine the reason we are prepping in the first place. What's going to be the cause? Okay. Economic collapse, gee, that would be political. War, gee, that would be political. Crime, that would be political. It's important that y'all know what's going on, and that's why I do it. I mean, we're 32 days from an election, and I'm still a firm believer that no matter what happens in the election, you better be prepped for November 9th, the day afterwards, because all hell's going to break loose one way or the other. Okay. And if you have people that want to stick their head in the sand and go, oh, it doesn't matter, nothing's going to happen after the election, it's fine. You may be right. Okay. I'm not taking that chance. Simple as that. Okay. And where I am, chances are nothing's going to happen out here by me. Chances are, could. All right. There are liberals around here. Unfortunately, they haven't got smart enough to leave yet. But not everybody lives where I live. Plenty of you guys live in blue states. Some of you guys live in blue cities. Some of you guys are surrounded by left-wing nuts. But this is kind of the point. And so you look at what's going on 32 days out from this election, okay? The Democrats tried to make abortion the number one issue. And the American public said, don't care. Okay, sorry, not important. Yeah, the far left, purple-haired, nose-ringed, tattoos on their forehead type people, Rastafarian hats or whatever it is. Sure, to them it's important, okay? Not that anybody'd sleep with most of them anyway, but that's beside the point. But you look at what the true things that people are concerned about. I'll give you this one. Crime, okay? Politico. Politico is very left-wing, guys. A Politico poll yesterday found 88% of the public thinks crime is increasing or staying the same within their community. It ain't going down, okay? Yeah, crime is going to be a number one issue on the ballot, okay? People are going to vote for. You want to defund the police? Start polishing up that resume, okay? Because the people ain't buying it. The economy, okay? Yeah, there's another one. I'm thinking a lot more people are worried about, how am I going to pay the bills? How am I going to eat? Rather than, gee, can Mary Jane down the street have an abortion or not? Okay. These are the things that are important. This is why I talk about some of this stuff, all right? And the Democrats know this, okay? They're trying to deflect. They have no accomplishments to talk about. So now the only thing they're going to do is lie to people. And the funny thing is, there's enough people out there that believe the lies, that turn on CNBC or CNBC, CNN or MSNBC, and think Don Lemon or Anderson Cooper walk on water, that whatever they say is, oh God, that's got to be true. I mean, there's people that actually watch The View and think, I mean, there have to be people that watch it. The show's still on TV, okay? How, I have no idea. I mean, if you've got that many liberal lunatic women that want to sit there and listen to a bunch of overweight, useless people, brain dead people, go for it. But this is what we're looking at. Some of the lies that are being told. Biden met with DeSantis yesterday, right? How does Biden take the well, Ron DeSantis is now a believer in climate change. No, he's not. Not even close, okay? I mean, Joe, when you come out and start saying that the hurricane was caused because of climate change, okay, you're contradicting the actual scientists that you have hired in the White House, okay? So, Joe, we know who the idiot is. Pramila Jayapal, the illustrious representative from the state of Washington, another one who got beat with an ugly stick. She's now claiming that the reason that OPEC and decided to reduce production of oil is not because they need the price to go up to stimulate their economy, which sucks like the rest of the world, so they're trying to make more money. Makes sense, okay? No. The reason they're doing it is because OPEC and Russia, who's part of OPEC Plus, they're trying to interfere with the November elections. That's their reason for doing it. So here we go. We're already setting the table for Russia. Let's go into something like that. This is the kind of stupidity that is going on that we need to prepare for. Remember Maxine Waters. If you see a public servant out, or a member of Congress or however she put it in a public place, you get in their face and tell them they're not welcome. Oh, okay. So we're gonna, start doing the violent thing again, because that's what's coming next. They're going to try to do the intimidation. You make sure that, I'm waiting for this one. Nobody said it. You make sure that Republican neighbor of yours can't get to the polls. That's coming, okay? Guaranteed. Then you look at how some of the twists are going to cheat, okay? Gavin Newsom the other day passed a law that allows for mail-in voting for college students because, college students think they're going to have to wait in line too long to vote, so therefore they don't vote. What makes college students any different than anybody else? Everybody needs to wait in line. That's the process, okay? But how is it suddenly it's college students need special treatment? Oh, because the majority of them are screaming liberals because they've never experienced the real world yet. And as long as they're still sucking on money from mom and dad, they don't have to. Hey, Bob, I got my student loan. Where are you going for spring break? Oh, okay, cool. So all those student loan rebates or whatever forgiveness is supposed to get, it's not paying for the kid to get an education. Part of that money went for his beer and a hotel money for, Cancun or wherever the hell he went. They haven't experienced real life. This is it. Then you look at some of these other idiotic things. There's a professor in New York. I forget what university it is, CNUI or something. Maybe it was NYU. I don't know. Who was fired because his students complained that his organic chemistry class was too hard. Okay. I remember my daughter taking organic chemistry, and she said it was a bitch, okay? But what is the class designed to do? It's designed to separate the pretenders out, those who do not have what the capacity it is to be in the medical field. But no, the class is too hard. We need to make it easier. Okay, so when I'm on the operating table, I'm going to make sure my doctor does not have a degree from NYU because school was too hard for him. Just saying, okay? And there was another professor also in New York who resigned because the school would not allow her to do her, how was it, gender discrimination. Basically, she was a professor in a college and said that she was going to call on for questions females and people of color first. Their questions were more important than anybody who was male or white. Just saying, okay? You know, didn't matter that when somebody asks a question, it benefits the whole class. But when a professor comes up and says, you, Mr. Student, you're not as worthy as this student, where's my refund on my college tuition? If I'm not as worthy, I shouldn't be paying as much, right? You know, she's gone. This is why I talk about this stuff, because a lot of it you don't know. I mean, and I find this out in the depths of the internet somewhere because the mainstream media doesn't talk about this. And these are important issues that we need to know about to prep, okay, to prepare for what is coming. You know, I said the other day, Rooster sent me a nice email about guys that he works with or whatever knows. And they were like, how did you know about the fuel crisis so far ahead of time? How did you know about the price of diesel so far ahead of time? It's because you guys go out you guys go out and watch me. I go out and do some of this research, and obviously you guys go out and do a ton of research too, because I know my inbox blows up every day with stuff you guys find. But this is the thing. We are the ones that are going into battle armed with knowledge. We are fighting against a bunch of people armed with their precious little feelings. I will tell you which side wins, because it happens every time. And you're on the right side of history. Pinball out.